Hello, welcome to our final year project presentation. I'm Jeff and this is Vincent. And in our final year project, we built a workout application on Apple Watch. And the crucial data that we use to evaluate our users' exercise performance is the heartbeat rate data. So we did a research on how nowadays people are implementing the heartbeat rate data to improve the effectiveness of their workout. And we found a formula called Carbonen formula, and we directly apply it to our application. So in Carbonen formula, users' heartbeat rate zones are divided into several zones. And the zones are decided by users' age and the rest heartbeat rate data. And you can see that three zones are divided in and defined as the target heartbeat rate zones in our application. It means that if users can reach this target heartbeat rate zones, we will treat his or her workout as a effective workout. And compared to our first term result, we supplemented a mechanism for those users who have a total workout time who have more than 1.5 hours total workout time. And we will reduce the rewarding points that we give it to him by half, because we also did some research and found that the maximum hour for users to do workout in one day is about 1.5 hours. So basically, by applying this formula, we will give some rewarding points to our users as long as they reach our heartbeat rate zones. And another part of our design is the game design, within which we create a simple character raising game for our users. So basically, the users will have three characters at the beginning, and the character will have three attributes: the health points, the attack speed, and damage making capabilities. So users can use his characters to fight with the AI boss, which is created by our app. And as long as he wins the boss will upgrade itself to a stronger boss. So the users will continuously to fight boss with his stronger and stronger characters. So our users can use rewarding points which he gets from the heartbeat rate to level up any of his characters. But he can only choose one character to fight with our bosses. And each of our three characters has its own advantages. For example, our Jane character has a very large health point but lower attack speed and damage making capabilities. So it's user's own choice to decide his strategy to both raise his characters and fight with the bosses. And the last part of our system design is our ranking system. So users can check his ranking among his Facebook friends who also authorize our apps. So it's similar to some nowadays step counting applications like WeChat Sports. So users can compete and can compare with his friends. And we think this ranking system provides much motivation for users to use our app more frequently. Yes, and then I will pass to my partners to let him introduce more technical details about our application.
Yeah. Great, thanks, Chef. So according to my partner's presentation, our system design have completed mainly three parts: the performance measurement, game design, and also ranking system. So then I will talk more about the detailed implementation and also some testing results. Our app can be mainly divided into three parts. So the Apple Watch app, iPhone app, and also a backend server on the cloud. So in order to implement the ranking system, we have created a remote table on a cloud server. So the table is mainly divided into 5 parts. The first column is object ID, which is a unique identifier, and also the user ID is record the user's Facebook ID, which we need because we need this ID to retrieve the user's Facebook friend list. And this column is for the daily point, and the last 2 columns, namely the row created time and update time. So when our user is using our app to do some exercise, firstly, our watch app will have a button called Start. When the user press a button, and our app will continuously query for the heart rate update. And then when the Apple Watch have some update value of heart rate, it will then transmit the data to the iPhone app through watch connectivity framework. And then the iPhone app will use the formula to calculate the points the user should receive, and then it will communicate with the remote table through some API calls and then update the daily point table. So our app, to implement the ranking system, our app will get remote data on our backend server to know how much points their friends earned in that day, and will sort the data and display a ranking list to the end users. So as long as we completed the whole app, we have done some testing. Namely, Jeff and I have done some exercise to test our apps. So we have do various types of exercise, including running and bolting. As for the result, you can see that if we do workout for several minutes, the effective training time is actually about 60% of the total workout time, because actually this 3 zone is not that easy to reach, so people will need some warm-up, and also during their resting time, their heart rate will fall out of these intervals. And according to this table, you can see that in order to upgrade your character to higher levels, actually the first 7 levels are very easy to reach, because you can see for about 60 minutes you can already upgrade your character to 7th level. However, because the level up experience is higher and higher for higher levels, so in order to upgrade their characters to for example 10th level, he will need to do a lot more exercise and pay a lot to implement it. So that's whole of our workout watch app, and we have already implemented all the features we have decided to do in the first term, and we think our app is attractive and also a good tool to let people do exercise more wisely and frequently. Thank you.